guys, so here's a video about how I take care and water my two mini violets. This is a variegata one. She's really cute. I bought her like the weekend, so it's my first watering, and this is the one that I have for a longer period of time. She's really thirsty at the moment. I always do bottom watering with my African violets because from what I did my research, they hate having water on their leaves because they have these tiny fuzzy leaves, and when water sits on it, it gets these really ugly marks. No, it's normal, sometimes it happens, but avoid the water touching their leaves. And then I'm gonna cut these dead flowers to help her push out new flowers. And I think that's it. I use a chemical fertilizer, really diluted, because it's better to be safe than sorry. With fertilizer you have to be really careful because you can easily with fertilizer you can easily kill your plant by over fertilizing it. And with bottom watering it's like even worse because the plant is not like flushing out the chemicals and the salts. So I really like to dilute it really well. If I accidentally wet her leaves, then I wipe it dry with a tissue paper, and she's good to go. As you can see, she's really thirsty, poor thing. African violets don't like to get that dry. I made a mistake, I know, but life happens, and they're not gonna die because you forgot to water them once. I'll let them soak up the water for like 5-10 minutes, and then I'll be back to cut the dead flowers, the dead leaves, yellowy leaves maybe. So that's it. So here's the tiny African violets. I'm gonna let them drain some of the excess water. I feel the top of the soil if it's like more wet than it was before. Then I take it out, and now I'm gonna cut all these dead flowers, some limping leaves. Then I'm gonna put them back in the cover pots. So here's the window mini violets are currently in. It's an east-facing window, so it has a lot of sun during the morning because the window isn't clear, so the sun rays don't hit the flowers directly. So it's a really okay spot for them because they have been blooming non-stop. This one is a new violet, so I think she's still getting used to my house. This is a propagation attempt. I don't know how this will go, but I had to cut this leaf, so I decided to try to propagate it and see how that goes. It's taking a while, but just have to wait. In my experience, they are really easygoing plants, but you just have to get right the watering schedule and the watering method, because as I said, they don't like when their leaves get wet. It causes them to have like brown markings on the leaves, and eventually they drop out those leaves because of the damage. So it's a really okay plant, but you just have to keep an eye, especially since they are in really small nursery pots. You have to water them more frequently. Like I have to water mine, like depending on the weather, but once, twice a week, and always bottom watering, always. Never top watering. They are really easygoing plants, as I said, but you have to make sure that you have the right amount of light, the right amount of water, the right water schedule, and fertilizing also is a really important step because they have to have enough nutrients to keep pushing out new flowers. And they look really cute. This one was on my wish list for a while because of the variegation on the leaves. This one is a more common one, but you know, it looks really cute. Even though they are flowering plants, they don't require like direct sunlight like most flowering plants do. Then you have to leave them outside for them to bloom. And these ones are indoor plants. As you can see, this window doesn't get a lot of direct light, mostly in the morning, and it seems to be enough for them to keep pushing out new flowers and new leaves. So I think that's it. I'll see you in my next video.